MMT, Yelp, YELP. Once again, I am going to point out what the high frequency people did. The analyst community pumped their estimates on buy ratings up here to walk this stock on that high, MMT, on March 5th, and the high was 101.75. Had a slew of upgrades. Technically, this thing has broken every key moving average. They're all broke. It's got a very, very deep sell signal, MMT. MMT, guess what? 65.9 is that 200-day simple moving average. Yes, that daily sell signal on that MACD is minus 4.7. Yes, that daily percent DS is 7.96 on a daily, and that percent DS and the percent Ks are all going to say the same thing. That CCI channel is minus 183. Oh, yes, it is. But let me tell you, any move up from this deeply oversold, and not only that, it still remains a favorite. But here is a major breakdown to this low. Look at how deep that daily sell signal was. I will tell you, mark that one for tomorrow morning. And this is going to be the one when we do come down. It's on that 200-day simple. If it breaks it tomorrow morning, then we're going to go deeper. And remember, you can go, look at these stocks haven't tested their, look at how oversold it is. Look at how overbought it was. Look at how oversold it is. Yes, it's a trade MMT. Yes, it's a trade off of the bottom. And yes, it could be at that lower level. I'm going to draw another trend line. I'm going to draw that trend line right here, right around 58.47 at the lower end of where we started this move from that last dip in calendar 2013. And you better mark that one right now, YELP. If it sells down below it, it's going to hit that lower support level. It's going to bounce. It is, for the first time, a buying opportunity when we get that deeply oversold condition. Mark that one for tomorrow morning. Now, I'm going to go to another one right here, and this is called AAP. Now, granted that these listed stocks, of course, their trading ranges are going to be different. But here's what I am going to say. This is going to go on the list. Why? This was a gap up. This was probably the last earnings report. It makes a high. Just mark it that it's starting to break the 50-day simple moving average. You can see where the 100 days down here at 115. You can see that if it goes up, we're going to sell under resistance. It's breaking those key simple moving averages. If it breaks the lower end of this gap price on Monday, we're going to sell off. And I can tell you what, I'm going to draw a trend line just for you, MMT. I'm going to put that trend line at that high of that bar right there. That was on Q3 of 2014. And that would put that right here on that date, right above that 100-day simple. And MMT, let's just do this. Let's blow it up. That daily sell signal is about to hit. All right. We have HAR, high frequency, pump this stock. Here's where that was in 2014. Starting it off, here's the low end of the stock of that gap. Now, MMT, this is a great setup. Why? You have a 2 daily reversal, which you are sitting on that 50-day simple. I'm going to blow this up. There it is. We're going to look to trade short. It goes back up, breaks below the 50 simple. It goes down fast and hard. And that, too, is a beautiful setup on HAR. Mark it on your Excel spreadsheets. Yes, it is. MMT, New York. Check it out. VRX, Pharmaceuticals. It is breaching all of the 2014 trade is that those algorithms are leaving people up at these highs. Oh, yes, they are. We told you not to buy the highs. We told the rest of the world one thing. If you do, you're going to pay a price. Now, this is 2014. Yes, that's a 100-day simple. Yes, it breached the 40, the 50, the 20, and now it's breaching the 10. And I will tell you one thing, MMT, beyond a reasonable doubt, that any move up in here at those levels is a short. If we break it, I just want the MMTs to know that where this green bar was right here, that was on 1/7 of 2014. That's right above it. The 200-day simple moving average is down here. Put this on the list for tomorrow morning. One of the things that I am going to show, once again, is where these people in these high frequency firms, they pumped it up there to 153. Oh, yes, they did. 153 trading on a low of 121.91 on 4/4 Friday. Percent losers. The sell signals getting deeper. All these overbought signals are starting to work. This is not 2014. But once again, an algorithm and a high frequency tape, all of it was that. And a lot of people will never understand that, but we do, and that's what we're telling you. And I'm going to go to NOC. This is called Northrop, okay, Grumman. And what they did is I'm going to show my MMTs why this stock right here needs to be marked, and I'm going to blow up just this part of it. And I'm going to draw a trend line for my MMT. And I'm going to tell them, when they gap that sucker up there off of the news, that sucker went right back down. Now, and I'm going to give you the dates. Oh, yes, I am. I want all attention on this one now. Okay? And this is what I want. I want you to know that on 1/30/2014, the high was 123.65. This pullback low, MMT, was 109 on 2/4. We rallied all the way up. We made another high. We have gap sequences in it. This particular high, again, was another all-time high at 125.37. Now, we've been trading this stock forever. What I want you to see right now is this violation of all of your key simple moving averages. And that this Friday sell down was pretty big for Northrop Grumman. The 50, the 20, and the 40 put it on the list. It is now has a big reversal, but let us not forget, when these things do come down and hit support level, they're a trade off at the bottom to be sold. This one here does not have a daily sell signal yet. Here we have GWRE. I'm going to let you know again. The people were left at the high. This high that those high frequency machines created, they got this thing up to $82 here. And now from $82, and let me show you what date that was. I told you again, 3/5/2014. Now, from that level, we've come down and tested that 200-day simple moving average. What is the open? This low on Friday was 53.91. The 200-day simple moving average is 56.13. This one has a deeply oversold signal, but once again, it's violated everything technically. All these charts on a lot of these are just totally broken, and people are left hanging out here. And I can tell you right now, that high frequency tape, that HFT firms, look at what they do. They pump them to all-time highs. You might not see that high again for God knows how long. That is an extreme haircut on this name right here for being a listed NYSE stocks. Flag it right now, DWRE. I'm going to tell you the last volume print on Friday was 1,307,000. That was, if you take the historical volume, that was at least 3 times the volume to the sell side on that one. It's oversold. Now, we are going to go to another one. And I'm going to let you know, TYL, Tyler Technologies, Inc. Now, MMT. This is what those algorithms have done. And let me show you that this high up here was $107. This thing has broke right here down to 80. It has a deep sell signal on the daily. Oh, yes, it does. Say MMT. I've got the what? The land of opportunity. And I am going to show you right now, MMTs, that we are getting deeply oversold. Now, let me just tell you one thing for clear. That intraday range, these ranges are different. It had a $2.62 range, but it's broke. Any move up in here, MMT, we're going to slam it short. I will tell you, though, that if we break down to this level, we'll look at buying the dip. Why? Because that trend line right about there is 75.65. If we break it, we're going to hit an oversold condition. You buy it when it goes up to resistance levels. Once you get out of the long side, you get short right away on that one right there. That is really technically broken its back. Here we go with TDD. You want to see something? That algorithm model for 2014, remember, it's an artificial supercomputer that walks these things to the highs, and we have a violation of the 10 and the 20. Now, I'm very clearly going to demonstrate why you need to mark this, because we are just now in the phase of that daily reversal. And when we're looking at daily reversals breaching moving averages, yes, MMT, we're going to get close to a sell signal. That's why you're going to want to mark it. And I'm just going to say that these highs up here were 187.59, and we've already dropped to a low of 180, and this was done on 359,000 shares. The day range on this was $5.90 on Friday. We have violated the 10 and the 20. The 10-day simple moving average is 184. The 20-day simple moving average is 182. That 50-day moving average on that white line, that happens to be 177.84. Put it on the list. We've got a land of opportunity, how these algorithms pump these stocks, and they're going into an earnings season, and they're going to work that overbought off. You buy the dip, sell it back into resistance. I'm going to draw a line for the MMT right here and right now. And it's going to be right there. We're sitting on it right now. The next support level is it comes down, breaches at 50. There's a trade up at the resistance level, which is going to be here. It's going to be a lower high. And it's going to be right about here. That's it. Set it up. CF. Yes, we've been trading this one forever. And I just want to show my MMTs right across here. And we're going to go to the trend tool. I'm going to go to, oh yes, I'm going to go to the info. Now I'm just going to show you that we were at $265 here on the high. Then we came up to $267 with another high. What was that on 3/7/2014? Let it be known, MMT. Now we diminished and we came all the way down to the support level where it had a mini gap over here. And we held that level on the 20-day simple. And this particular low, which was done on 3/14, was 249. And then we rallied and we held this long-term support level on CF. But that algorithm pumped it back up to a lower high of 266.94. And now we're violating the lows on Friday, which is 254 on 805,000 shares. MMT. We're violating the 10 and the 20. And yes, we're going into a major earnings season. Yes, you got to see what these high frequency algorithmic programs in HFT has done and how these highs are created. All right, market down. Mark it on your alarm. 10-day simple is 257.9. The 20 simple is at 256.21. The lower end of the 50-day simple, which is right here where my pointer is at the 100-day moving average, the 50-day moving average is 245. And yes, it's a rollover top. Yes, you can see how overbought they got it. Yes, you can see that great support level and then testing the lower high with the reversal, breaching the 10 and the 20. And I will tell you now, any move up on an opening gap is a sell short. Yes, it is MMT on CF Industries. And we're going to take a look at Lockheed Martin, which has been a great bull run on these listed stocks. The good thing about it is, MMTs, the dollars don't cost a lot. These were the highs on 3/6 at 167.48. And then we made that high there at 167.87. And I'm going to draw a trend line MMT. I'm going to do a horizontal line at these highs where that algorithm pumped it. I'm going to show that this rising 50-day simple moving average is exactly what it is at the support level with the breach of the 20, the 10, and now resting slightly on that rising 50-day simple moving average. And remember, these companies are great companies. And buying the pullbacks and knowing where they're going because of the high frequency is that we would return. That low on Friday on 4-4 was 159.42. The 100-day simple, I can tell you right now, is at 151.59. And we're going into a great earnings season, great stock, listed stock, less volatility. I could tell you that it was a $5 range on that reversal, which is pretty big for Lockheed Martin, LMT. All right, here we go with another one called ESL Technologies. And I'm going to show you what that algorithm did. I'm going to show you exactly, MMT, how these trends work. That algorithm pumped that thing to an all-time high. It comes all the way back down here. It violated all its key moving averages ever so slightly. It's come back up to a lower high here with a big sell program on Friday on 4-4. I'm going to do this, MMT. You got to let it be known right now, MMT. Here's what we're going to do. This is your high. Right now, I'm going to go to the high up here will be 113 on 3-7. And the high here was 111 with that reversal down to the low of 106. And all of these daily simple moving averages are being tested. You must mark it down for the earnings season. And you can see that daily sell volume, how big it was. It took out all of this just in that one daily sell to these simple moving averages. On what stock? Call it ESL, ESL, New York stock, ESL. Here we go. I got RL market called Ralph Lauren. Yes, I'm going to show the monthly one on this. This is to calendar 2014, 2009. This thing has always been a great stock to buy when it's on sale. And that is the truth. When it is on sale. The 2014 high right now, which I'm going to show, was exactly 189. And it was. That's right here. But I'm also going to show you on the low of the calendar month now is 146. Yes, MMT. Now, on this daily chart, MMT, what I am going to show you is to flag it because look at that Friday selling. It's testing the 20 and the 10 and that 50-day simple. We went into a big sell signal up here on Ralph Lauren. And we had a big pop only to drop. And these major lower high tops have a big violation. This is the last low of that oversold condition at 156.24 pennies. And basically, it's a breach. It goes back into the sell signal. We make a lot of money using the put options and shorting this intraday. Shorting this couple thousands of shares. On Friday, I'm going to give you the range. It was a $5 range. We usually only get $2 in these ranges on Ralph Lauren, but this was 2 times the range of a 10-day range. Long and short ranges is it's violating the 20 and the 10 and the 40, and it's sitting here. That lower target is right here. MMT about to pop what? Say pop sell signal. All right, we have another big stock called Wex Inc. And what I'm going to show the MMTs, this was a calendar high on 2013. On 2014, we came straight down in that big sell signal MMT, and at the bottom, just like I'm telling you on a lot of them, they're a trade off of that bottom. And some will be sold quicker and some can run longer, depending on what our market maker platform would tell us. And we would know that right here, what it would be telling us to do. But we also know that was deeply oversold, and that was that pivot on the bottom. And the high frequency algorithms put a buy program right back up here at a major resistance level. Oh, yes, they did. And I'm going to give thy dates to you now. I'm going to give you the low of this stock, which was $78. It rallies all the way back up here to, believe it or not, 98.27. Then it had a reversal, and the date here was on 3/1, and that low was 91.63. We rallied up. We got a low here on the 50-day simple moving average on 327. That high was 92.92. And the ranges weren't real big. The low was $1.9108. So, but what I am going to show you on higher volume, we started to sell on 4/3. It was at 97.57. Yeah, the low was only 95.99. It's a low beta risk, but here's the deal. It had a $5 sell, and it's breaking both of these counter trends. We bust that 50, and I'm going to tell you right now, you will flag this and put alarms. 89.6 is a 200-day simple. Oh, yes, it is. And that 50 is 91.9 MMT. The 10 and 20s that are being breached for short is 94 on the 10 and also 94. They're coming together. I'll blow it up for you. Now, these are low beta stocks, and these are position trades that can be held overnight. And what we're going to do now is that this trend is going to be really broke. And when it does break, I will draw some trend lines for thy. And I'm going to put those trend lines right here where we busted up. That's where that rally was. That is the ultimate low. Right now, this is where we broke through on a secondary to get to the tops here in 2014. And this was an oversold condition right here. And now got overbought, and it did. And a lot of these stocks can be traded from those oversold conditions. But remember one thing, we will have to measure those differences. But this is a land of opportunity because it's going to break that moving average. And when it does, you're going to break below that 200-day simple. Oh, yes, you are. So put it on the list.